Hold on, I'm sorry. What was that? You said, no, I know they just cancel Missing Link. That's what I'm doing. Screenshots? Screenshots? Welcome back, y'all. This is your girl, Empowered Muse, and it has been a very interesting 24 hours in Kingdom Hearts news. So I thought I was gonna just do one video where obviously we talk about the news of Missing Link's cancellation and the state of Kingdom Hearts, more broadly the state of Square Enix itself. But we also got some follow-up news as well, which I will cover in the next video, which will probably be released soon after this one. But first, let's talk about Missing Link and why it has resulted in such big feelings being felt within the Kingdom Hearts community. So first, let's talk about the issue of Missing Link's lore being behind a mobile phone game. Missing Link was set up to be a very lore-heavy game, with it including backgrounds about Keyblade bloodlines, what might have happened to Xehanort's mom, and this new feature called the Astral Plane, which apparently linked the plane of existence to the plane of non-existence. So even right after the announcement that Missing Link was in development, fans were already very split and kind of getting tired of this era of gacha mobile phone games. But in a bigger, broader sense, Square Enix might have been seeing that mobile phone games weren't all that profitable and they were losing more money than they were making off the backs of these mobile phone games, not just for the Kingdom Hearts series, but for other series like Final Fantasy. Not to mention that these live service mobile phone games made by Square Enix usually don't even last long anyway, so we ran the risk of Missing Link's story being locked behind another dead mobile phone game, which means that the story itself would probably have been accessible regardless, but the live service would have ended sooner rather than later, especially because this was a mobile phone game that relied on geolocation features. Additionally, Missing Link did seem to have lore that would tie into the broader Kingdom Hearts 4 story. That story still might be salvaged or repackaged in some form or fashion, we don't know at this point, but it also depends on how far Kingdom Hearts 4 is in development on whether that story would be tweaked. But I don't actually think that Missing Link's story is dead and gone. It will probably reappear in some form at a later date. If not as a smallish console game, then more than likely as a cinematic cutscene type of movie like we saw with Key Back Cover, or even the cinematic version of 358 over 2 days. So I wouldn't really take this as a sign of trouble for Kingdom Hearts 4 based on Square Enix's latest news, where it talks about enhancing productivity by optimizing the development footprint, where the company is focusing on major titles being released on a consistent basis and also being released on multiple platforms. However, this probably means that this would result in just a bit longer of a wait for Kingdom Hearts 4's release. So we're already looking at the very earliest sometime in 2026, but this might be pushed back to early 2027. But with the news of Missing Link's cancellation, I think it will be fair to talk about why this kind of sucks, but also why there might be some hope on the back end. So first, let's get to why it sucks. Personally, I was looking forward to playing this mobile game with Victorian-era Kingdom Hearts graphics as it tied into the story of Bloodlines. And because the lore was setting up to expand the concept of Keyblade Wielders and Keyblade Masters, especially tying it into bloodlines among families, I thought there might be a chance that Missing Link could possibly touch on the nuances of having a class system based on bloodlines. Also, as a fan base, the last new Kingdom Hearts game that was released was Melody of Memory, which was released in late 2020. So it's been a while since we've had anything new related to Kingdom Hearts outside of Dark Road's finale, which was released in August of 2022. And finally, to be frank, Square Enix does have a communication or transparency issue, either by giving way too much with their promotion, which we've seen in the past with Kingdom Hearts 3, or announcing games really early and giving very little information, which divides the fandom and leaves fans guessing and speculating and getting into this rabbit hole of false hope. So what I'm hoping with this cancellation and with Square's latest news, that Square Enix is at least working on the communication transparency issue by focusing in a little more on these quality IPs and giving enough time for promotion without giving too much of the game away. But also there are some reasons why there may be some hope, at least on the back end of this cancellation. There is an option to pivot Missing Link to a completely different platform, For example, maybe for Switch 2 in the future, where the game gets rid of the geographic features. Also, because Kingdom Hearts 4 is in development, it can be rewritten if needed, and probably wouldn't necessarily delay the game for too long, if at all. Additionally, there is this option, like I said before, to make Missing Link into a cutscene cinematic, which personally is my least favorite option, but it is still an option. There's also the option to make the story of Missing Link into sort of this Kingdom Hearts 4 prelude, kind of like what we saw with Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Fragmentary Passage, where we played as Aqua while she was in the Realm of Darkness. And also, this just might be a sign that this could be a potential all-hands-on-deck moment for Kingdom Hearts 4, with, like I said, Square focusing in more on its AAA IPs. But at this point with Missing Link's cancellation, I would just say feel how you feel, whether you're kind of relieved that there's not another lore-heavy title behind a mobile phone gacha game, or whether you're really bummed that we actually won't get to experience this great story of Missing Link anytime soon. But I want to hear from you, so let me know what you think about Missing Link's cancellation, whether you're happy or sad about it, in the comments below. If you want to explore some more Kingdom Hearts theories, I'll be linking another Kingdom Hearts theory video here in the end screen. And as always, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed this video and want to watch more Kingdom Hearts content. And if there's anyone who may have questions about what to expect for the upcoming Kingdom Hearts games, be sure to share this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.